Hello students, welcome back to our today's online session. Today we can discuss the rest of the chapter, the Tiger King, which we have discussed in our previous class. So we discussed how the Tiger King was successful in managing the British officer who wanted to kill a tiger from Pratibandhapuram. So our Tiger King, he was very successful in killing tigers for the next 10 years, and by the 10 years he completed 70 tigers. He hunted 70 tigers. Now there are no more tigers in his kingdom. So one day he called his Diwan and asked him something very unusual. He asked the Diwan to take a statistics of the kingdom where there are more numbers of tigers. He asked the Diwan to find out a kingdom where he could kill more tigers, and also the kingdom should have a girl whom he could marry. A girl means a princess whom he wanted to marry. So in short, the king asked the Diwan to find a royal princess for him to marry, with a condition that there should be more tigers in the kingdom to be killed. And our Diwan was successful in finding such a kingdom and finding such a lady for the king, and the king got married. Now he visited his father-in-law. In each visit he killed 5 or 6 tigers. So he was so happy, and he was able to kill 99 tigers. He successfully hunted 99 tigers. Then he remembered our astrologer's word that he will be able to kill 99 tigers, but he should beware of the 100th tiger. And he thought that yes, I should be, because tigers are savages. I should be very careful. But the bad thing is, he couldn't find the 100th tiger anywhere in his kingdom or in his father-in-law's kingdom. So he was so desperate to find this tiger. And a good news came that gods are getting missed from the outskirts of one of the villages in his kingdom. So gods are getting missing. So villagers made sure that it's not any thieves who is catching these gods, and they were sure that it is some tigers. So very hurriedly, very happily, they went and informed it to the king, and the king declared 3 years tax reduction for these villagers. For next 3 years they got exempted from all the taxes. So the villagers were so happy. And our king started off to this forest so that he can kill the 100th tiger, and completely gave up his tiger hunting. So he went to the village, he stayed in the forest, but very sadly he couldn't find any tiger there. And after waiting for a few days, he became so furious, so angry. He wanted to get that 100th tiger, but it's hiding somewhere. It's not coming in front of him, or he couldn't find that tiger. So he became so angry, and many officers lost their job. That means he fired many people from their job. And he called the Diwan and told Diwan to double the taxes of those villages, because he couldn't find the tiger. And the Diwan was so reluctant. The king threatened him to fire him also from his job, whom the Diwan also from his job, if he couldn't find the tiger. So our Diwan was so disturbed. Finally, the Diwan found a tiger from People's Park in Madras, or present Chennai. He found a tiger from Madras People's Park and brought it to his house. The tiger was an old age tiger, very weak tiger. He brought it to his home, and he waited till it's late night. When it is night time, when it was dark and everybody slept, the Diwan and his old wife pushed the tiger into the car, and the Diwan brought the tiger to the forest. And he brought the tiger to the forest, and very forcefully he left that tiger there in the forest, and he went. The very next day, the king was hunting. He was there ready to kill the tiger, and this tiger came and stood in front of him. King was so happy. He found his 100th tiger. He aimed at the tiger and shot the tiger. All of a sudden, the tiger collapsed there. The king was so happy that he killed his 100th tiger. He proved all the prophecies, all the predictions wrong. He killed the tiger. And in that happiness, he ordered his soldiers to take the dead body of the tiger as a procession to the capital. And he left to the palace in his car. Just like the king ordered, the soldiers came to take the body of the tiger, and they checked the tiger. And all of a sudden, they found that the tiger is not dead. The tiger also opened its eyes and it looked at the soldiers. Now the soldiers and the hunters, everyone are afraid. They fear that they might lose their job if the tiger is not killed. So they decided to keep it as a secret that the tiger just fainted. It's not killed. And the hunters aimed at the tiger, and the hunters killed the tiger now. So it's not the king who killed the tiger, it's the hunters who killed the tiger. And very happily, they kept it as a secret and took the body of the tiger to the kingdom, and they gave a burial. A tomb was erected over the burial. Now the king is also happy. He killed the 100th tiger, and he proved the prophecies to be wrong. Till the moment he didn't pay any attention to his younger child. He has a boy, a royal prince of 3 years age, and his birthday is going to be celebrated. The king wanted to give a gift to the prince. In search of the gift, he reached to a toy shop. There he searched and searched and searched, and finally he got a tiger toy tiger. He took the toy tiger and he asked the shopkeeper for the price. Actual price of that toy tiger was 2 annas, around 50 paise. But the shopkeeper was afraid that he will get punished if he said such a low price, if he quoted such a low price. So he said it is 300 rupees. The price of this tiger toy is 300 rupees, as it's a rare piece. The king was so happy. He told the shopkeeper that let this be a gift from your side to the prince, and he took the toy tiger with him. He gifted it to the prince, and the king and his boy played with this toy tiger. And this toy tiger was made by an unskilled craftsman. That means it was not perfect. The edgings and all those things were not perfect. It had slivers all over the body of this toy tiger, which stood like quills of porcupines. So it had slivers all over it, and one of the sliver got stuck on the right hand of the king. It struck the right hand of the king when he was playing with his son. The king took the sliver with his left hand, threw it away. But what happened on the next day? There was infection on his right hand. And within 4 days, this infection spread all over his arm. So 3 surgeons were called from Madras again, and the 3 surgeons prescribed a surgery. Surgery was conducted, and the surgeons came out and declared that the surgery was successful but the king is dead. And that's how the 100th tiger killed the king. So the Tiger King, he believed that he killed the 100th tiger, but the prophecy turned to be true and the 100th tiger, even though it's a toy tiger, killed the king. And this is our story. So in this story, the author, the narrator is trying to make fun of the false pride of Indian Maharajas. Now read the story thoroughly and understand what's the URL completely. Thank you. Have a great day.